Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mabinogi. If you're not familiar with Mabinogi, despite this being the 70th episode in the series, though I guess you could call it Mabinogi Season 3, technically, as it is Gen 3. So there's that. But this is just a free MMO that I play basically every day, and I enjoy it. And there's a lot of fun stuff, and the main story quests are difficult, but can be fun. And I figured, why not? You know, I enjoyed it, let's play through it again. You know? Thanks for coming, Serene. Honestly, when Willow told me about your work, I was a bit shocked. Not sure if you want people talking about the work you're doing, but certainly you're certain you're becoming, an important figure in the community. Sorry. Anyway, enough small talk. We found statues of the goddess that have been destroyed in dungeons around Dunbarton. First, we'll need to enter the dungeons and remove the Femores from the premise. When that's done, myself and the other priests will hold a ritual to repair the statue. Even in the town office can fill you in on the details. I have some business to attend to, so please speak with her. May the goddess watch over you. Honestly, cats. These cats should just know by now that, like, if they start a fight, it's not going to be fun for them. And yet, this one cat insists on starting a fight. Constantly. Here's Ivan! Welcome to Dunbarton. My name is Ivan, the town office worker who takes care of all the business related to the Adventurers Association. Oh, you're here to help restore the damaged goddess statues? What an honor. I've seen you before, but I never realized you were a Knight of the Light. Anyway, I've been waiting for you. Let's go over the details, shall we? Damaged statues are in the Rabbi and Math dungeons in Dunbarton. We're going to restore the statue at Rabbi Dungeon first, then move on to Math Dungeon. As you've helped in several other dungeons already, I'm sure you know that you'll need a dungeon pass. Yvonne hands you the pass. Rabbi Dungeon is filled mostly with bats, mimics, or skeletons. At worst, you might face some skeletal wolves, so be careful. It might be safer to bring some friends. Once you wipe out the Femores in Rabbi Dungeon, Christelle will go in and restore the statue. Turn to me when Rabbi Dungeon's statue is restored, and good luck. Thank you for protecting the people of Dunbarton. What I don't really get is why we do these in reverse order. Like, seriously. You do these in reverse order. It's so weird. Let's see. I'm trying to remember... Oh yeah, I see it right there, right up there. Crystal's request. I love the flight. I really love being able to fly. There are moon gates, but it would have taken me just about as long to moon gate over here as it does to fly, so. Plus I just love being able to fly now. So I'm just enjoying the fact that I can fly just about everywhere. I'll definitely be flying more as we continue the series now that I have flight and it's a permanent thing that I can keep. So, memorize this location. I didn't turn this off, did I? Oops. Nope, I didn't. Oh well. Sylvan Dragon has appeared near Yggdrasil. Rip. I mean, unless those cutscenes are us restoring, like, these statues, but I don't think so. Floor 1 of Rabbi. Looks like there's a couple of floors here. Let's go ahead and pull out Leah, so that we can do a little bit of quick movement. But yeah, this is Rabbi Dungeon. It's so easy, it's ridiculous. Like, ooh, skeletons. Woo! So much fun! Whoopee! I'm fighting skeletons. They're so difficult to fight and defeat. Okay. Do not have a matching key. I see that. I didn't see this room down here. The nice thing is that this puppet also reveals the map. So, like, I can see everything. So, kind of nice that I get that too. Also slightly annoying that, like, these chests are obviously fake, they popped in, but, like, I still have, like, if I hadn't used an AoE skill like that, I would still have to go in and be like, ooh, is this fake? It's like, clearly, you should know that they're fake. You should know they're mimics immediately because they just spawned in. There's no reason why you, like, my character needs to be like, oh, is this a fake? Whatever. Why are you... Hang on. AI settings. Healing mode. That'll help. So I really hope that they give me more freaking skills here, because this is gonna suck. Like, I hope I find more than just these guys, because I'm gonna run out of Dorcha if I just keep fighting mimics over and over again. Yeah, there's some Dorcha. Not much, because bats. Ooh, another wave of bats. Remember what I said about this technically being a range skill? And how much I love that? Ooh, a big lump of cheese. What level are we cumulatively anyway? 489. Neat. We're getting close to 500. We'll probably get it before, even long before this even finishes. You go ahead and grab the gold. Don't need much else. I don't even really need the gold. This is so low level. This dungeon is so low level that I basically... Oh, hi. That was just sparkling immediately. So that was nice. Like I walked into sparkles. Actually, do that. Why not? If I had done that one before, I would have been fine. Ah, frick. Hey, somebody defeated the Sylvan Dragon already. That Sylvan Dragon never lasts. Like, I'll see Mokrel Kulfki show up, I'll see the Red Dragon, I'll see the Blue Dragon, I'll see the Black Dragon. They all show up, they'll last their full timer because nobody fights. That Sylvan Dragon shows up, the moment it shows up in Avalon Gate, there's an entire raid of people there fighting it. I'm just like, that's insane. I actually got to see one the other day. The Sylvan Dragon spawned in while I was doing Generation 21 quests, which is where the Sylvan Dragon originates from. So, like, the area that the Sylvan Dragon is in is there. So I was just doing my Generation 21 quest, no big deal. And, like, I get into the Gen 21 quests, and I'm there, and it's like, the Sylvan Dragon has spawned in. I'm like, oh, really? You know, I'm right here. I actually get to see the Sylvan Dragon. I walk in, and there's literally, like, 50 people all there, like, fighting the dragon. I'm just like, holy God. I'm like, well, you know, there's a few people here. Maybe I can join in. I get one hit off on it, and I just watch as, because everybody else was then, like, starting to fight it, its health went from 100% to 0 in literally about 30 seconds. I'm just like, dear God. This thing just dies immediately. And ever since then, like, I've been watching and, like, noticing that whenever the Sylvan Dragon spawns in, it does. It just dies, like, right away. It's like, the Sylvan Dragon has appeared. 2 minutes later, the Sylvan Dragon has been defeated. Not a surprise. Go ahead and advance that, since that's full training. I get that Dorcha mastery. Let's see, how much Dorcha can we take now? Ooh, 12. Okay. You can build up to 15 Dorcha at max rank. I know that chest is real, because it's literally the only chest left. I did not mean to attack the freaking rat that was literally on the other side of the freaking room there, but sure, why not? Might as well. There are no chests in here. I'm just going to move on. Trying to do these quickly because they're so easy. Like, there really is no reason for me to even do these dungeons. Look at that dungeon experience. 35. That's it. Like, that is ridiculously small dungeon experience. This is so low level that there's no point in me even doing it anymore. It's ridiculous. And we're only going to do even easier dungeons from here. Like, we've got Math Dungeon next. And then after that, it's Elby and Sierre. Freaking Sierre dungeon is... Elby and Sierre are the two first dungeons. In fact, I think Sierre is the first dungeon. And it's the last one we do. Like, it really does increment in reverse order. It's a little bit annoying. I kind of wish it went the other way. Ooh, blue herbs. Don't mind if I do, actually. Do I have an empty hand? I do not, because I have a random gathering knife in my hand. Alright, well, I'm going to sit here and gather some blue herbs. So give me a moment, and I will be right back. Alright, I had to do that. Alright, I gathered up those herbs. That was just the one patch of blue herbs. It maybe took me 40 seconds, but I'm like, you know what? I'm trying to learn to pause the episode more so that, you know, there's less, like, unnecessary stuff each episode. And the reason I'm having to kind of start learning that is because OBS only recently released. Recently as in, like, a couple months ago. But I've been using OBS since its inception. Like, literally 4 or 5 years ago. Has never had the ability to pause episodes. Now it does. So I'm trying to remind myself, hey, you can pause the episodes when something's going on. You know, you'll know when nothing's going on. So, technically I could pause the episode and do this entire dungeon. But that seems a little excessive, in my opinion. You know what? I'm just going to windmill this thing. Forget that I can just windmill stuff. Like, I don't have to just use chain slash skills. I can use things like windmill and stuff like that. So, there weren't any chests in that room, so I wasn't worrying about killing them. Pop. I actually should kill these skeleton wolves normally and get some Dorcha. Can always just windmill the chests. There's the target nearby to use that on. How about that? See, it doesn't even cost anything. Because I windmilled. Oh my god, I hate the freaking lightning shields. Like, I don't really like the shields because they're so flashy. Like, I'm not epileptic, but I feel like somebody with epilepsy is gonna, like, watch this video and see these, like, shields and just, like, stroke. And I don't like that idea, you know? There's absolutely nothing I can do about that, you know? So, if you have epilepsy, just don't watch the parts where I have shields up, because I don't have control over that. That is the support puppet that randomly gives me shields. So, that's a little bit annoying because I don't even need a lightning shield, but yet it gives me one. Like, I'm not even fighting lightning enemies. But it randomly gives you a shield, which isn't really that great regardless. Like, even if, like, it really isn't that great regardless, just because, like, it never gives you the shield you need. So then you get the shield. Oh, hey, Bakram. Let me Anchor Rush a couple of times so that we can build some skill on that. Every Bakram boost I try to Anchor Rush. I'll even like build up 12 Bakra, 12 Dorcha if I can. And then use the Dorcha, or the Anchor Rush that way too. You know what? I'm gonna grab these herbs, the blue ones, probably even the red ones. So I will be right back again. Alright. Went ahead, collected both the blue and the red herbs, as you can see here, mana and bloody herbs. I've got some base herbs still in my inventory from something I did earlier. I need to clear out my inventory, as you can see. But some of the stuff I have because it's like stuff I want. And then some of the stuff I have is just literal garbage. Also, remember when we were at Belvast, I was like, I'd love to get that large fish bag. I completely forgot I already had one. So it was probably a good thing I didn't get it, because otherwise that would have been completely pointless for me to get. Completely forgot that I had that large fish bag already. None of you probably remember that, as it was episodes ago. But I remember that because that was literally just a few episodes ago for me. You know, like different recording session, but it was very, very recent for me, you know. Wrong button. Windmill. There's not a target nearby. Very good. Alright. See, most players of Mabinogi would probably have entirely separate... I appear to have put away Leah there for some reason. I don't remember hitting that button, but I guess I did. So, rip. Totally missed that I did that at some point. Okay, I mean, I know I did when I pulled out Inky-chan, but I then must have put her away again because I summoned her right before I started the episode, you know, restarted the episode. So, it's interesting. Well, let's resummon her now. If we're fine. Whoops. Need to actually let myself, like, get picked up by her before I start moving on. Otherwise it cancels the command. Bam! I love the range on this thing, I really do. Full on Dorcha, so I should probably use some Dorcha skills. Okay, let's Anchor Rush over here. Then beat up this guy. Anchor Rush over here. Beat up that guy. Hey, Anchor Rush can now be upgraded. Anchor Rush here, followed up by a Chain Sweep in the middle of the group. Oh, no you don't. I saw that smash. Anchor Rush? Nope. You can actually Anchor Rush while you're being, like, attacked to get out of the stun from being attacked. It's kind of neat. Leah's healing me there, even though I really didn't need much in the way of healing. Look at that! Already ranked 9 Chainblade Mastery. That's ridiculous right there. That's usually the first skill that I level up, though, is that Chainblade Mastery. It's probably always going to be the first rank 1 skill that you get. And then even then, once it's rank 1, like, to master it, like, takes just as short of a time as leveling it did. So, it is ridiculous how fast that skill levels. Especially considering that it is the only, like, mastery skill like that levels that fast. So, it absolutely is. It's kind of annoying in that regard, honestly. Oh, that was a mimic. And by the time I can get to the next one, my windmill has already recharged and it cost me 0 Dorcha. Instead, I just get a little bit of Dorcha. You can see I'm gathering Dorcha from that. But I'm actually like, I mean, on top of the fact that my gauge is full, like, it's giving me less and less because, as I mentioned, you actually get like less and less as you go. So, also the nice thing about Anchor Rush is that every time it gets advanced, you get more range on your Anchor Rush. I'm trying to use up some Dorcha here. This way. Plus, you know, leveling Anchor Rush is always a good idea. We just Anchor Rush over to this chest. Honestly, leveling skills kind of really does require you to just use them unnecessarily. So, you're never going to have enough of a reason to use Anchor Rush to level it. Just using it when you need it, you know? Because Anchor Rush is really, really good, and it is really helpful, but you're rarely going to be using it unless you're trying to get out of like a stun. That's usually the biggest reason. And getting out of a stun with Anchor Rush becomes easier the higher you level it. So getting it to rank 1 is just honestly a really good idea, you know? Just as quickly as you can. Hi? I don't remember you. Oh, because I'm doing this solo. Right. This is the solo boss. I'm doing this dungeon solo, so I got the solo boss. I forgot about that. I very rarely do this solo. So I keep forgetting that there's a special solo boss. Succubus Slayer, yes! Glad I got that then. Completely forgot that this dungeon gives you a different boss. When you do it solo. I'm just not used to doing this one by myself. That's all. Mana herb. And some bracelets. Spirit food. Alright. Let's go talk to Yvonne again. Whee! Time to fly. We'll fly with Leo just because I have her already out. I don't feel like putting her away just to take her back out when we do the next dungeon. So, a familiar voice. It keeps wanting me to do this quest, by the way, but I'm not going to do it yet. I will. I absolutely will deal with, what's her name there at some point, but it's good to see you in one piece. Great work out there, Serene. Yvonne hands you a pass. Here, use this to enter Math Dungeon and eliminate the Fomors inside. Math Dungeon is notorious for its kobolds and hellhounds. Strongly suggest you avoid the hellhounds' firebolts at all costs. If you need help, you should also bring a friend to help you out. Thanks in advance. Please be careful. It tells you that because a lot of these quest passes that you get actually don't allow you to take other people with you. So it's just letting you know, hey, by the way, this dungeon is one that you can take multiple people with because of that. Like, there's a lot of these dungeons where it's like, oh, go into this dungeon, but you have to do it solo. Even though, like, normally Math Dungeon can be done with, like, 5 people, you still have to do this dungeon solo because reasons. So it always lets you know when you can take somebody with you, you know, which is nice. And go ahead and skip over this because I don't know why it plays when I'm, you know, in the dungeon. We're only at 23 minutes. I might cut the episode just mid-dungeon or something if it takes too long. Ooh. Yeah. 3 kobolds, 3 collections. Nice. Too bad I couldn't have made that all 5. We'll get it. Probably by the time we're done with this dungeon, we'll probably get it. It's because I'm using Chain Slash, which boosts my luck. Oh yeah, there it is. Which of course, because I have higher luck, increases my chance of collecting the Cobalt, the transformation. So if you want to build your luck, you want to build it via, you wanted to go Chain Slash, because your luck will increase your critical chance rate. I've got my critical chance on my main up to like almost 200%. which does not mean that you're going to get a critical every time, unfortunately. But it does mean that you're very, very likely to get a crit. So, like, very, very likely. So, it's kind of nice. But you can mostly only get luck and stuff like that really well. I mean, you can get luck from, like, just about anything. But the best source of luck is Chain Blade Mastery. If you want luck, go Chain Blade. So, luck can also increase your chances of getting lucky bonuses and huge lucky bonuses and things like that. And it's really good for gathering skills because getting more than one of an item is generally helpful. Search and Snatch can now be upgraded. I just barely saw that, but I saw it. Also, you know what? We should, so that we can get the bonus from our title being Chain Slash, we should activate our Chain Slash title. I completely forgot about that. I have had Warrior on since we began. I completely forgot about, like, changing that title because I just always have a specific title on my main. I usually use, right now I'm using Cheerleader, but I'm building myself to get what is called Soul Star, and that builds like your music, your healing, and like puppetry, which I don't actually use like ever on my main, but it is a thing. So, also it's Starlet's class, Soul Star, and that's the main reason I'm doing it, because waifu. So, if you hadn't guessed though from Aaron's like storyline there, after the events of the Iria saga, Starlet gets a mad crush on you, like mad crush. So, I guess one nice thing about this game is that it doesn't worry about whether like you're male or female for anything, which is kind of neat. So like, you know, Starlet can get a mad crush on you whether you're male or female. You know, you're just her type no matter what. So, it's kind of nice. It's like, hey, I guess in that regard, like, pretty much everybody is some level of either bisexual or pan, and I'm okay with that, you know? Freaking a game that's just completely LGBT proactive, yes please. Please more of it. And it's not even like heavy about it, like in your face, you know, LGBT proactive. It's just like, oh hey, this character likes you regardless of your gender, and it's just like, okay, you know, like you can hide it. You know, it can be something that's kind of hidden for people that aren't, you know, that don't, you know, accept LGBT people. Why that would be, I, you know, still don't understand. But there just are people like that, and they are the worst people in the world. Just saying. If you're one of those, I won't apologize for that, because this is not an opinion. Like, there is no reasoning. Like, this is not an opinion. There is no reason, you know? So, it's like, I'm sorry if this is the first you've, like, known that I'm, you know, 100% LGBT proactive. I don't know how you wouldn't know that at this point, being that, you know, my YouTube channel states that I'm, you know, a transgender, you know, YouTuber. I don't know why you wouldn't know that, but in case somehow you're not aware, I am, and people that are homophobes are the worst people, and I won't apologize for that. because that's just not right. This is not an opinion. It is literally not right. So, but enough about that. So, but yeah, like, so I usually use the cheerleader title on my main. That's kind of why I forget that I need to, like, change my title here. Once I get Soul Star, I'll just be, like, solely using that. Hello. And, you know, on my main. So, will I be getting Soul Star on here? Unlikely? Because I don't want to go through puppetry again. I hated puppetry so much. Literally, the day I mastered puppetry, I literally posted in the guild Discord, like, I have completed puppetry. I never have to use my puppets ever again. They're like, well, what if you want a Grandmaster? I'm like, I never have to use my puppets again. Yeah, needless to say, I'm not looking to Grandmaster puppetry, because there's no point. Unless I want the bonus, like, skill points and stuff, I have no plans. I haven't Grandmastered anything, though. I'll be honest. I should. I absolutely should work on Grandmaster. But I haven't. Because Grandmastering stuff is very, very difficult. Whereas building up to Master and such titles normally is all about getting, like, better skills and things and just leveling your skills. Grandmaster requires you to go through a big long quest chain that also costs like 1,000,000 gold at one point in the quest. I think that's even just literally one point in the quest. I think there's multiple spots. Multiple spots. Ugh. That's hard to say. I think there are multiple points where you have to give, like you have to do something that costs like gold. So you have to, it costs like almost 2,000,000 gold to do it in general, I think, counting all that. But there's one point in the quest where it literally is just like, okay, give me 1,000,000 gold. And it's like, really? I have to give a person, like, you just, like, he's just literally just like, give me 1,000,000 gold, and I'll let you take the test. And it's like, what? Really? Costs 1,000,000 gold to take the Grandmaster test? Are you serious about this? Like, I hate it. That's why I've never Grandmastered anything, if I can be completely honest. Also, I know which one's the real chest. It was the one that loaded in automatically. It was the one that was already loaded in, whereas the other chests and monsters didn't load in right away. So I didn't even need to kill them to know which one was the real one. That was great. Look how fast I'm leveling these skills, though. It's ridiculous. So much faster than leveling any other set of skills. It really is. I think this really was designed to be the starting class. Like, you get this, you master it, you know, and then you're just good, you know. I think it was designed to be the starting class, because it is on that starting menu for the, you know, when you rebirth and you can pick a class, it's there. And it's like, this is the starting class, even though, like, it doesn't make any sense for it to be a starter class, other than the fact that it's easy to, like, learn and easy to, like, play. Like, story-wise, it makes 0 sense for it to be a starting class, because the entire story revolves around, like, you know, and you guys didn't really get to see the full gist of it, because I haven't done area yet, but, like, a lot of it revolves around, like, the characters there all revolve entirely around you having done Saga. At least part 2. But both in most cases. I'm not going to bother with those. They're red herbs, but I think I've picked up enough red herbs from the other dungeon. Since I did have double gathering because of my partner Inky-chan. So. My skill canceled itself. pow. Pow. I keep trying to say pow and not getting the pow out. I keep going pow. That's me attempting to say pow, honestly. Pow. Because I'm, smacking so many enemies at once. Oh, hi. Good thing I still have enough torture to do this. My windmill is not big enough to have hit all those, unfortunately. So I would have left a great many of them alive. Pick up that gathering axe. Because spirit food. Technically, I could be picking up these gems for spirit food. But the blue and green gems don't offer, like, any experience. You can use them, but they don't actually offer any experience from what I've seen. It's only the red and green ones that seem to offer any real experience. Or red and silver ones seem to offer any actual real experience, so. Also, I'm out of Dorcha. I only had freaking 3 Dorcha at that point because I used so much Dorcha there at the end. Hitting multiple enemies so much. So, I mean, that's kind of neat, though. God. Freaking. Bam. Get freaking wrecked. Stupid hellhounds. You can see why I like Chain Slash. It's so fast. This dungeon will also soon be. What? Most have already reached this far. Cannot let them destroy another statue. Everyone move to the front and prevent them from moving in. A lot of Femors. There's Rory. This is when you finally find out. Paladin trainees. For all these years, they're still the same obnoxious group. Who is this? Wait. No way. Are you? I'm the truth that you have conveniently avoided. I'm the one abandoned by the god that never heard my pleas. I am Dark Knight. To all you knights there that worship fallacy, it's time for you to pay for your ignorance. Femors, attack! Destroy the statue! No. Knights of Lights! Knight of Lights! Knights of Light. Whatever. It's supposed to actually be assume position. Hold your ground! Can't believe this. Can't believe they're this powerful. Oh no. Retreat, everyone! Retreat! Paladins. Bunch of no-good cowards that only act strong against the weak. Serene, where are you? I will find you, and you will pay for your sins. Meanwhile, I'm in a completely different dungeon. Wings of a Goddess? What wings are these? Using this item will teleport you to Dunbarton. I don't know why those are there. Those don't drop off hellhounds. I guess maybe the dungeon gave me that to get back to Dunby, and I didn't. Wonder if the dungeon gave me those for anybody else. I just didn't notice. Ooh, a loot. Cool. HP potions are nice. Alright, well, I mean, if this game's gonna give me a thing to just teleport back, let's just use it. Why not? Make it super easy. Hello, Blaned. I'll talk to you eventually. Ignore the Blaned that's following me. This Blaned is pink because I dyed it. I don't know if I did that on camera or not, so that's why I'm telling you. Statues of the gods have been restored to the dungeons of Dumbarton, and it's all thanks to you, Serene. Fortunately, while you were busying yourself here, the Moors were attacking the dungeon at Emain Macha. The Paladin Knights took some injuries fending them off. I've also heard some reports that some of the statues you restored are already being destroyed again. There really is no time to waste. Last remaining dungeons are at Tir Canale. The priest there should get in touch with you soon. I mean, if they're just getting destroyed, still, while all this is going on, why are we doing this again? Like, shouldn't we be, like, trying to find the source of this instead? I don't know. Whatever. Alright, well, this is a good spot to end off this episode at. I do hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, feel free to subscribe. This giant has collected herself a few logs that she has probably used and destroyed. I'm guessing that's why she's throwing them out. So these are giant only weapons and they cannot be repaired. So, but yeah, you can just like if you attack a tree as a giant, you can like break the tree, get logs. But they have like 1 durability, so they're really kind of pointless to use. It's kind of sad. It really is. But yeah, like I said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to subscribe. Check the video description down below for a link to the playlist. That way you can get caught up on any of the episodes that you may have missed. And with that, I will see you guys next time. See you later.